What's up, good people and Eagle and Commander fans? Mark Holmes here, of course, with Gig Economy. And check out Gig Economy, man. If you're doing your gig work, he's experienced a lot of crazy shit. And if he has experienced it, he's seen it, and he's telling you about it. You know, where there's like crazy woman who was delivering pizza and she was mad about, $2 for a tip. Her and her boyfriend came back and shot up the place. That's some crazy shit, man. Or about the dude that was an Uber driver, right? Didn't they try to jack him or shoot him or something like that?
Dude did try to jack him.
That's some crazy shit, man. I'd be scared to death to go to somebody's house to drop off some shit, but at least I guess you don't have to knock on the door and actually see him like back in the day. But be that as it may, we're still dealing with the rumors. The rumors, of course, are that it's expected in the very near future, as in the very near future, that Brian Schottenheimer will be named as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and that Jason Witten will be joining the staff. And the idea behind this, now we got a couple of moving parts and stuff here. Now, understand, it's only 14 degrees right now, and my brain has been frozen, so I may get some shit wrong. But from what we are hearing, that Jason Witten will be brought in the staff to be basically coached up to eventually take over. So we don't know how long of a deal that it would be for Brian Schottenheimer.
Why would I want to come?
Why would I want to come? What do you mean, Brian? Because it's a chance. Because you know what? You get your one shot, your one opportunity.
Yeah, but I don't want to come knowing that my successor is
Well,
there.
come. He's already here.
I know, but I don't want to go to a place knowing that my successor is already
Yeah,
there.
but here's the thing, though. Sometimes in life, you need an opportunity. You may not be the one they think could be the one to do the job, but you get there and you force it in. Because trust me, you could say Dak Prescott. The Cowboys didn't draft Dak Prescott to say, we're going to sign this guy to a 231 guaranteed contract. They didn't think that when they got Dak Prescott. I can guarantee you that. They looked at him and said, well, here's a camp body, and since Paxton Lynch is gone, since Connor Cook is gone, and Carson Wentz is gone, we'll take Dak, and he'll be there behind Jamil Showers. Jamil Showers. He was fourth string behind Jamil Showers. Okay? They didn't think that they were finding their quarterback for the next 9 years. But because he got his one shot, his one opportunity, he took advantage of it. And if you're Brian Schottenheimer, who's been in the business for 20 years, and ain't nobody else called you about an interview, unlike Kellen Moore, you take the job and say, let me build my resume some more and try and do something with it. And let's say I get the Cowboys to the NFC Championship game. Well, great. Maybe Jason Witten does take over for me. But now I've proven myself that I can go someplace else. No? You say, take this job and shove it. Now, here's the interesting part about this rumor about Shotzi, and that was his nickname, Marty Schottenheimer. It's believed that he could be offensive coordinator, which is why when they said that he said he wants to be play caller, whether he's head coach or not, which can open up the door for him to possibly be the offensive coordinator. Because here's what the Cowboys do. I don't know that Wade Phillips is on board with having Jason Garrett as his choice for offensive coordinator, heir apparent for his job. He was forced on him. And I don't think Mike McCarthy, if he had to do over again, would have picked Kellen Moore. He was forced on him. So the Cowboys typically, unlike other teams, they tell you who you're going to work with. They make the calls. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a fit for what Jerry and Stephen Jones think you need. And that's part of the problem why the premier candidates, why they don't even talk to Aaron Glenn. That's why they don't talk to Ben Johnson, because they know those guys want control. And the thing about the Cowboys, when they do their coaching search, typically it's guys that have no other options. So they're going to be thankful that they have a job. You know what I mean? If you know you work for a company and they're treating you like shit, and you know that you can leave this job and get a new one like tomorrow for more money and less headaches, what's your attitude at that job when they give you shit? I'm out. F this. Kind of like Mike McCarthy. Now, there's no guarantee Mike McCarthy gets hired on this cycle, although New Orleans is requesting an interview. But they got 3 inches of snow. They are literally cross-country skiing down Bourbon Street. That's crazy.
But he knows people in New Orleans. There's a lot of towns in New Orleans.
Well, Mickey Loomis, who, is the second oldest GM in the NFL. He's like 61, as opposed to Jerry freaking Jones, who's 82.
Give it up, Jerry. Give it up, Jerry.
He might go to New Orleans. And I could see, Mike McCarthy going there. That's not that much further from Dallas. It's still like 6 hours or 7 hours. But yeah, I can see him being okay there. He would definitely love the food. And you could look at Mike McCarthy and say, yeah, he likes to eat. But be that as it may, that's one of the reasons why the Cowboys do what they do, is they have players that are just thankful to have a job, and coaches that are in the same boat too. And so they're able to run over them a lot more, because basically they say, well, you fail here, ain't nobody gonna hire you. So that's my personal thought. And I don't know that Brian Schottenheimer and Jason Witten will be any worse coaches than any other duo here, especially if the Joneses continue to do the rest of their business as business as usual, not spending in the draft and not paying their own key players. It's going to be the same results. So does it matter who's standing on the sidelines if we're not going to go to a Super Bowl? Whether it's Ben Johnson or Brian Schottenheimer? To you? I know it does if it's Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, you definitely tune completely out.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think
Jerry Jones still gonna make money on top of money.
Oh, well, that's
all he cares about. We're
simps for Jerry Jones.
I want to be this season. I won't buy a jersey this season.
I don't see myself going to training camp this year. That cost a lot. That really cost a lot. And for what you got out of it, it just wasn't worth it. It just isn't. All right, we'll keep listening out. Jason Witten is coming back to the Cowboys, possibly, with Brian Schottenheimer.